Good morning. Welcome to Up to the Minute. I'm Todd Duplantis. It's Wednesday, May the 24th, and we're live at the HCCTV studios this morning. Good to have you with us on this midweek show. Dr. Amy Tan is our co-host this morning. Join us live from her home studio. Good to see you, Amy.
Good morning. Great to see you too.
It is midweek. Hard to believe we're finished with the spring semester. I know summer's getting ready to get underway, but I imagine students can still register for summer classes, but definitely they can register for the fall though, right?
That's correct. And yes, there's still time to register for summer. So if you're looking to get some classes out of the way, this is the time.
When does that first summer session kick off?
It is the first week in June. And I don't have whatever that Monday is.
Okay, so that would probably be around I'm thinking it's going to be the 5th.
Yes, whatever that Monday is. Yes, that'll be our first session. Yes.
All right, so you can register up to that day, and if you don't miss that, there's still a summer 2 session, right?
Correct, and that's usually the week after we get through the July 4th weekend. So It'll be 2 5-week sessions, and so you can take a class in both sessions if you want. And get some of the credits this summer.
But one thing to keep in mind, these summer classes, I know from taking them many moons ago, they go by pretty quickly, don't they?
They do. I always think of them like a sprint, right? The regular term is a little more spaced out. You have a little bit more time, but that 5-week goes by really fast. It's intense. So, we recommend you take 1, maybe 2 in a session. But I also feel like you get a lot out of that intensity and, really getting to know the content for those 5 weeks.
All right. Main thing is you can still register for those summer sessions. We're going to give you the information on that later in the show. Okay. Today, first off, before we get to today's show, we want to thank everyone watching us on Facebook Live and YouTube. We're here just about every morning that HCC is in session, live at 10 a.m. And Amy, they can also catch us in social media anytime and also on HCCTV.
That is right. We are live on the Houston Community College District Facebook page, not HCC, and on YouTube. We're also on Twitter, LinkedIn, and on HCCTV at noon, 5, and 10 p.m., and that is Monday through Friday.
Okay, Amy, you've got a guest you're going to interview in just a few moments, but right now I want to introduce Officer Jackie Henderson. She is HCC's Police Community Service Liaison Division. Jackie, it's good to see you. Thanks for being here on the show.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
We're looking forward to hearing from you very shortly, so stick around. We'll be with you in about 10 minutes.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
First up, Amy, you've got a guest right now, also named Amy as well, and I think you guys know each other. She is one of our NISOD Award Winners.
That's right. I'm happy to welcome Amy Dopierala, who is a full-time speech faculty. She's, of course, at HCC, and I think primarily at HCC Northeast. And we're so pleased to recognize her as a NISOD Award recipient. And yes, I'm excited, especially because speech reports up to me as the Dean for English and Communication. So thanks for joining us, Amy.
Thank you so much for having me. I appreciate it.
And congratulations on the award, which recognizes outstanding faculty members who exemplify professionalism and passion in supporting our students' success.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that.
And so I know the NISOD International Conference is coming up, right? Is it at the end of May?
It is at the end of May.
And do you have plans to attend?
Unfortunately, I had a conflict. I know. So it's a really rough time. It's a holiday weekend kind of thing. So I was already committed, but I'll be there in spirit. And I'm told still receive the medal in some fashion down the road.
That's right. It is. It's a fantastic conference, and hopefully you'll get a chance to interact with it. And I know they're going to get your award to you. And yes, it is always Memorial Day weekend, and I know that's a tough one.
I definitely didn't block the days. This was completely unexpected for me. So it's not something, when I opened the email, I was in complete and utter shock. So, yeah.
Well, your colleagues weren't shocked.
Well, I learned a lot, honestly, from becoming a recipient. I will say that, I see all the things that everyone's doing, my colleagues, yourself, the college, and it's so motivational and inspirational, but I'm thinking they just do so much. They're in everything. They're doing everything. There's no way I can ever aspire to be that. So I just try to find my why and keep that into perspective. And it's shocking when you find out that, hey, you know what? People see you differently than you necessarily see yourself. And this is for all the people who may feel invisible. I'll share this with you. We're not. In right place, right time. There's so many deserving people. So I was very lucky to be able to receive this award.
Those are beautiful sentiments, Amy. And I think just to exemplify one of the reasons why, you did shine. And I know that you have a Nelson Mandela quote on your email signature that says a lot about your philosophy. And the quote is, "Education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world." Would you talk a little bit about that?
Sure, absolutely. That quote has resonated with me for so long, because I think education is one of the things, or the main thing, that separates people and gives them the power to be able to be heard, to be able to be seen, to change their lives. I mean, personally, for me, I graduated high school in 1990. Yes, I'm going to throw it out there live, people, I'm old, but it took me 14 years to graduate from the community college. I did get an associate's. The next year I got a bachelor's. The next year I got a master's, and now I hold 3 master's degrees. I am not your typical student, but I think a lot of our students aren't typical students either. So I've walked in some really tough shoes. And I think that being able to take that journey to get here has really allowed me to see things from a different perspective than some people may have gotten to the same place. So I definitely think that education is the thing that makes the difference.
Definitely. And I know that you share your story with your students, and that is probably wonderful, a way for them to connect with you as their instructor who has had a journey, right? You've had a journey that they may also be experiencing. And I know that you care about access and opportunity and equity, and you focus on open educational resources, and that's a way to create that access and opportunity. Can you talk a little bit about your perspective?
I definitely can, and I appreciate you asking. When I was in some of those 14 years trying to get through my little community college where I was, money was tight. I remember a day specifically finding 2 crumpled up dollar bills underneath the seat of my car. And back in those days, Taco Bell had a 59-cent border menu. I was a single parent. We got to go have burritos and courtesy cups of water. And I felt like I was literally, on top of the world in that moment. So I think that coming from where I have been, it allows me to be empathetic towards students, because of course, as a working adult, it's easy for me to say a $60 textbook is a bargain, but I also have been there where $60 is just impossible. And $60 seems like the biggest mountain that I'd ever have to climb, and it could be a deterrent for me. I have dropped classes in the past because I couldn't afford the textbooks, things of those natures, and it doesn't leave you, right? Like, it's been all of these years, and that feeling doesn't leave you. So I was very interested in this, and I took a workshop with Nathan, and then Dr. Stagg wrote a grant, and I was able to attend a really awesome workshop. And from there, it just continues on. And I will just say that the student cost is only one of the many benefits for the OER. So I don't want to talk too much, but I'm happy to cover those benefits if it's something that you want me to share. But it's definitely, a way that we can allow students to be able to access those course materials at a 0 cost. That's huge.
It really is huge, and removes a barrier for completion and sometimes enrollment for students who maybe their tuition is covered by financial aid, but then then they come in and they have to buy, like you said, a $60, $100. That is out of their reach. So we only have a couple more minutes left, and I would really like to hear some of the excellent and exciting things that are happening in the department.
Absolutely, I really do appreciate that. We do a Pitch Fest, which is something that we partnered with the Entrepreneurial Initiatives Program, Business Technology, our program, and we come together. If you have an interesting idea, if you want to be able to pitch that idea, we do an effectives communication workshop, and you're able to win money and prizes and things like that. So something definitely to check out. There's also a communications club happening. The Student Life Organization at the Northwest College has created this club that teaches you communication skills. and it's able to assist you in improving that. We also do have speech tournaments every year that allows you to also win money and to be able to be seen and expand on those communication skills. And we are looking for speech majors. I will say every employer wants communication skills, but how do you prove that you have that, right? Nobody says you have to have a 4.0 GPA. Nobody says you have to be from Harvard, but every single job you apply for wants you to have communication skills. So if you're undeclared, undecided, don't know what to do, come and join us and we'll give you a verifiable piece of paper that says you studied communication, and so you can stand out in those job interviews and other things. And it definitely won't hurt you for anything that you want to transfer into in the four-year institution. I know I just jammed it all in there.
You did a great job. And it's the truth, right? No employer ever said, we don't want someone with public speaking skills, right?
Exactly.
So it's definitely worthwhile. Well, thank you so much, Amy Dopierala, speech faculty at HCC, NISOD Award recipient. We're going to post all of the information in the post after the show, and we appreciate you being here.
Thank you so very much for having me. Appreciate it.
All right, thank you both. We're going to move on right now. We've got Officer Jackie Henderson with HCC's Police Community Service Liaison Division. Jackie, thanks for being here. Tell us first off, congrats on your new position. Tell us a little bit about yourself and how you ended up here.
Well, good morning. Thank you again. My name is Officer Jackie Henderson. I am 28-year veteran with law enforcement experience. I spent 27 years with the Houston Police Department, and then I transferred over here into the Houston Community College Police Department. I've been with the department now for over a year, and I've been in the Community Service Liaison position for about 5 months. So I'm relatively new to both the College Police Department as well as the unit.
I've got to ask you first off, what's it like going from HPD to HCCPD? I mean, was it a complete switch, or do you find a lot of similarities? What's been your impression so far?
It's been a different experience, because the transition was just a little different. There's a lot of things that take place on the Houston Police Department side that may not so much take precedence on the Houston Community College side, but there are some similarities, but there are some great differences. And the challenge, it hasn't really been too much of a challenge, but just learning the operations with Houston Community College Police Department has been, my thing, just trying to make sure I understand how to handle it the Houston Community College Police Department way and not the Houston Police Department way.
Right.
Yes.
Let me ask you about the Community Service Liaison Division. Have events that you have on tap?
Well, the Community Service Liaison Division was established in mind to try to bridge the gap between the faculty, students, and staffs through different activities such as like National Night Out, Coffee with a Cop. What we're trying to establish is just the ties where we can communicate effectively and be able to be there and encourage our faculty, staffs, and students, letting them know that the police department is always here for you all and that whatever you need us, and just trying to bridge a gap in communication.
And it seems like nowadays communication is a big key between officers and the general public, much less our faculty, staff, and students right now.
That is correct. Communication is the key. If we have communication, there's so many hurdles that we can cross, and so many things that we can get through, and just bridging together and coming together in order to effectively, make this community work.
There's a big anniversary in 2023 for a special event that involves police departments really across the country.
Absolutely. It's called the National Night Out, and we are so looking forward to it. It's going to be held on October the 3rd, 2023 at the West Loop campus. So we're encouraging all faculty, students, and staff to come out and engage. Again, this is a time that allows us to tie in with the community, even our neighboring communities, along with the faculty, staff, and students, just to show our appreciation for being able to serve them as well.
National Night Out, big discussion of safety. In general, though, we're about to approach the summer season, less students on campuses. But still, I guess you really need to keep your guard up no matter students on
That's correct. We try to encourage safety and situational awareness. By that, we mean just pay attention to your surroundings. Sometimes there's so many distractions that's going on. Even us, we put our own selves in a situation where we'll be, not paying attention. We may be on our cell phone. We may be listening to music. We may not even be paying attention to our surroundings. So basically, what we're just trying to get everybody to understand, if you're coming up in these summer months, be mindful of where you are, be cognizant of the surroundings, the people that are around you. Just make sure you're being, observant, because you just never know what goes on around you. And it's really important that you be able to hear, see, and then if you have to take action, be able to, be active. If you see something, say something. So it really helps being really cognitive, paying attention to your surroundings, because distractions is so easy, So
it's so easy to be taken advantage of. One thing I've started doing, noticed after people post social media, is avoiding, and this is maybe something our students may need. A lot of times you would go to the bank, get your cash, and then go about your. Now, I've seen so many times that criminals are targeting people to go to the bank, do their business, and then go to wherever they're going next. Has you seen a rise in that? I mean, is that something you warn students about? Hey, don't go hit the cash machine and then come park your car on the campus. Get that and go home. Have you talked to students about that?
Yes. If you're deciding today that you want to go to the bank, it's wise if, personally, myself, I try to go in and do my transactions inside the bank. Go inside the bank. Once I finish my transaction, I put everything away, come out into my car. I look around my car. I look under my car. I pay attention to who is even looking at me, because sometimes people are staring at you and you don't know that they're staring at you. So you just pay attention, take your transaction, put your transactions up, then get into your car, lock your car as soon as you get into it, start it up. And if possible, while you're doing any adjustments or making any adjustments in your car, make sure you're paying attention to your surroundings, and then start your car up and go ahead on and leave. Even when you're coming on campuses, if you decide you want to stop to the ATM before you get to campus, make sure you have put your transaction up, put your monies up, hide whatever you have to hide before getting out the car. Make minimum movements and as you can when getting out your car. Make sure you've taken everything and made all your adjustments before getting out to secure yourself and make yourself safe.
It makes a lot of sense, because it gets back to the situation. You're not paying attention, running late or running behind, checking, or you can be very easily targeted. I guess criminal just by.
Absolutely. And cell phones today, I find to be our biggest distractions. We need to put those cell phones away and pay attention more. That way we increase it. Also, it makes the person aware that you see them looking at you. So it's always best to limit your distractions and just identify your surroundings. Make sure you are well aware of where you are. Be in lighted areas, be around where other people can see you as well.
Jackie, does your department make presentations to the faculty? How do those come?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Right now, we're in the process of, we're going to give that information out here in the near future. We do safety, prevention, and situational awareness presentations, along with active shooter presentations as well. There's going to be dates that's going to come out where we're going to be able to take some time with the faculty, staff, and then faculty, staff, and students. So we want to educate everyone as much as we can on how to stay safe. And then, of course, we've had several active shooter events this year. So we're trying to be able to disseminate that information as much as possible. So there will be dates coming up in the future that we will put out to the HCC community in order for them to participate.
Very well. We've been talking with Officer Jackie Henderson, HCC Community Service Liaison Division. Good to see you. Thank you for being here, and we'll have all of your information.
Thank you so much again for having me, and please look for those dates coming up. Also, Coffee with the Cop.
We'll be promoting that on the show as well. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you.
All right, we've got a few announcements to go through. First up, Ableton Live Summer Workshop. Dave Sharma, learn how to use Ableton Live music recording software this summer. 2 classes, noon to 4 p.m., Saturday, June the 3rd, 10th, HCC North Forest campus. Check our post. And Amy, we also have a smart manufacturing summer camps happening as well.
That's right. Various Texas manufacturing industries will be introduced to high school students for some great opportunities over this 5-day summer camp. That's going to be 8:30 a.m. to 2:30 p.m. Monday to Friday, June 12th to the 16th. That is going to be at HCC East Side campus. For more information, check the email address and our post after the show.
Okay, and May is Mental Health Awareness Month. That's HCC, since May is Mental Health Month, HCC reminds faculty and staff confidential through the Employee Assistance or EAP program. This resource is for managing challenging employee relations issues such as workplace conflicts, substance or alcohol. And we've also got an Instagram exhibition running through the summer right now.
Yeah, this is super exciting. It's our Instagram One College exhibition. Instagram is the gallery's walls for an exhibition that features studio classes from all colleges in the HCC system. The viewing link is available now through August 14th. Of course, it's free. It's on Instagram at HCC Visual Arts Center, and the actual link is at HCC_visual_arts. And we'll also have an email in the post after the show.
Okay, if you've got a favorite faculty member, now's time to get them recognized. If you have an inspirational instructor, the HCC Faculty Senate Professional Development Committee is accepting nominations for the Faculty Teaching Award Excellence Award. Nominations will be accepted through August 31st, and the 3 selected faculty winners will be announced at the 2023 Bedichek Orman auction. Check our post after the show for more details on this. And as we mentioned, summer classes starting June 5th, session 1. Session 2 will start in July, but you can also register for the fall. The main thing, Amy, is make sure you register early.
That's right. Don't wait, because if you wait too long, some of those classes might be full, or you might not get the time that you need. And I did double check. Our second session starts July 9th. So you can do classes in both sessions if you want to. We also have an 8-week session that starts June 5th if you'd rather have an 8-week, which is a little less intense, but still intense. So be sure to check out the offerings. You can sign up for online anytime, online on a schedule. We have hybrid classes. We have traditional face-to-face classes and our hybrid lab studio courses. To learn more about all of our HCC programs, start dates, and options to cover costs, go to hccs.org/apply.
All right, so tomorrow on the show, we'll focus on our gaming simulation program with some of the best works of the semester from our students. That'll be pretty cool. And for Thursday Family Fun Day, we'll feature a Houston glass artist. That'll be interesting as well. Amy, thanks for being here this morning. Thanks for joining us. And I know, are you going to be teaching this summer as well?
I don't usually get to teach over the summer because it's a quick 5-week session. Yeah. Sometimes they'll let me teach in the fall.
Okay. All right. So either way, it's going to be a busy summer around here and across the district as well. Make sure you register, though, folks, if you haven't done so for the fall. Thanks for being here this morning. Tomorrow, Sharday will be handling the show. I'll be back on Friday. Have a great day, and we'll see you tomorrow morning live on Up to the Minute.